Today, I'm turning the UniFi equipment I have in this box into a proper home lab. Let's get into it. That seems to be everything. So as I talked in the previous video, I bought these 3 devices and we're gonna go ahead and set them up in this video. This is the Cloud Gateway Ultra. This is gonna be our new router. Let's go ahead and open that up. So as we can see, we got everything out of the box, and here it is, the Cloud Gateway Ultra. We have 5 internet ports here. 4 of them are gigabit, and the WAN port is 2.5. This is the Lite PoE8. So you can see it's really nice. It's very lightweight. And then lastly, we have the U7 Ultra, the most expensive part of this build, but it's the access point. It's a really solid construction. I really like how it feels. Pretty heavy, but this is going to give us Wi-Fi 7 speed, which I'm really looking forward to. So that's all of our equipment. So as we can see, this is our current router over here, and it's an old Linksys. It's like Wi-Fi 5. It's okay with speeds, but right now we get about 800 megabits per second directly over the modem, which is really fast. But through our Wi-Fi 5, we only get, like upstairs in my room, I maybe get 200 megabits per second, which most of the time is enough. But when I'm uploading or downloading a very big game, we could get some better speeds, and we also could get some better latency, hopefully with the U7 Pro. All right, here we are. So this is where I'm going to be installing our network, all of our UniFi stuff. Hopefully it goes well. Gonna do a quick time lapse starting right now. So now I set up all of the stuff here. We got our Cloud Gateway Ultra, the switch, and the access point is back here. It's not going to be mounted to the ceiling. So this antenna is just going to point out towards the house. So all the house, this is the exterior wall. All of the house goes that way. I know you can't really see it on the camera, but it all goes out that way. So hopefully this will be strong enough to penetrate the wall that's over here. And but we'll see that in a little bit because I need to go get some more Ethernet cables. I'll be right back. So here they are. I have my little box full of Ethernet cables and crimping tools. And I hope you guys will enjoy this next part of the montage where I'm just going to crimp a cable really quick. There we go. I just finished crimping the cable, and as you can see, all of the pinouts are correct. So this cable, in theory, it's a 6E cable. So I don't remember the top speed of it, but I can only handle 1 gig anyway on this network. So it should be good. So yeah, that's a nice little cable there. All right, so I just turned it on. The cables are a bit messy, but I'll organize that in a bit. As you can see, it's turning on. We have the little Cloud Gateway Ultra turning on. It looks like the switch is also booting. So let's give it like a minute or two. And right, so here we are in the UniFi dashboard. I connected to it directly through my computer. So here is the setup. I'm honestly just gonna leave it as a default one because why not? Boom, email. All right, give me a second, let me fill this out. All right, so I was able to log in. It's quickly doing a little upload speed test. Really, all I just wanted to, the reason why I didn't show so much of it was because a lot of it was just entering my personal information, which you guys don't need to see. If you're setting this up on your own, you just fill it out. And this is as fast as our internet is. Of course, our IP address is going to be blocked, but yeah. See, these are the speeds that I wanted. So let's go ahead and continue through the process. So here we are, and as you can see, I'm in the dashboard. I just had to log in again and do a quick update. I was really just waiting around, you didn't miss much. And as you can see, we have my ISP over here and our percentage of like the uptime, and we can see our public IP address, our monthly data usage. We can see pretty much everything about it. So now we're gonna go ahead and adopt our switch. So if we go over here, and then here we can see our little switch, and we're gonna go ahead and click to adopt. Okay, and now it's adopting it. So right now the switch hasn't really shown anything. Oh, the light turned blue instead of white on the switch over here. So let's wait until this finishes, and then we will configure this switch. All right, so now that the switch is properly configured, our U7 Pro just came online. And as we can see, it's up to date. And the next thing we need to do is to click to adopt the U7 Pro. I don't know if you guys saw this, or maybe I cut it out, but it actually did spanning tree protocol in my previous video, or no, 2 videos ago, where it blocked the port for the access point, which is pretty cool. It automatically configured itself afterwards, but yeah, it was just cool seeing spanning tree in the real world, I guess. So now we're just gonna go ahead and wait for this to be adopted into our network, and then I'll be right back. All right, so our U7 Pro has been adopted, as we can see in the back. This is how it looks like, all powered on. The cables are a bit messy, but I'll clean that up later. So there we got our modem. I'm keeping this guy plugged in. Right now he's currently turned off, but I'm keeping the old router plugged in just while I migrate devices over to make sure like it's not a big headache. But yeah, now we should have Wi-Fi 7. We have a switch with a lot of ports. I eventually want to put in my server down here, like in this row, so I can do more videos, more home lab stuff. But yeah, as we can see, like there's a little thing here that says the clients, how many clients there are, the speeds, the upload, really cool stuff. But let's get back into the configuration, because now I gotta go ahead and configure the Wi-Fi. All right, so here we are at Wi-Fi, and we are going to create a new Wi-Fi, and we're gonna name it DCB Wi-Fi. And I'll quickly put in a password. I'm not using that one. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and create it. And now we should have a new Wi-Fi signal. So if we turn this on and we have a look at all of our Wi-Fis, there it is. It just took a second to connect, so DCB, and then if we put in the password, we should be able to connect to it over Wi-Fi. All right, there we go. It was able to configure, and now if I go ahead and let's just go to Google and see what type of speeds we're getting over Wi-Fi. There we go. That's more what I wanted to see. We're getting, so we pay for 600 megabits per second a month, and over Wi-Fi we're getting over 600. So this is great. This is a huge update. But even I'm curious how the ping is like, or the latency. Yeah, as you can see, we're getting 1 to 2 milliseconds of delay. Now let's go ahead and go into the basement, because I'm curious of the different speeds we're gonna get. So I'll see you guys there. All right, so here I'm doing another ping. It's just, as you can see, getting pretty good response time, 2 milliseconds, 6 milliseconds, 3, 4. Again, it's really good for what you're going to get over Wi-Fi. The only thing you're going to get better is obviously if you have it wired. Now we're doing a little speed internet test, and this is getting me in the basement. As we're going to see, I have a bit of inconsistencies. I think it just depends with how congested the overall network is at the time, and also like
how my ISP's connection is, because here's another test in the basement, and as we can see, we're only getting 200 megabits per second, and this is on the 5 gigahertz band. The upload speed is similar, but here we are going to do another ping, and in this ping we're going to see it's still about 2 milliseconds, 3 milliseconds, and this is going to change if you go into the UniFi app and do a ping through there. But like as we can see here, here's another ping, and now we're getting 634 megabits per second. I was moving around the basement just to see where I would get a better signal, but yeah, generally it's pretty good in the whole house. Like I never got anything lower than pretty much 200 megabits per second, but that could be due to multiple reasons. So yeah, let's get back into it.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this UniFi setup. But for the next video, this was my old adapter in my old Wi-Fi adapter in my PC, and I'm wanting to upgrade it because this is Wi-Fi 5, and now we got Wi-Fi 7, so I want to get all the benefits of using Wi-Fi 7. But honestly, as a complete conclusion, so the UniFi Homelab is installed and operational. And like I have centralized management, I have a nice PoE switch, Wi-Fi 7, an access point, VLANs, and future expansion. So that's kind of everything I wanted. Like it's the newest generation. I'm excited everything worked. Let me go show you how it looks like fully finished. So yeah, this is it, fully finished. We have our modem in the corner over there, a little router, I'll switch, and the access point all the way in the back. And as you can see, I was getting great speeds everywhere in the house. Like, yeah, the basement was a bit lower than like being right next to it, but it's still amazing. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm excited to tinker around with this and I'll let you guys know how that goes. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.